Hello, my name is Mark Maxwell. I'm the owner and chief winemaker of a winery here in McLaren Vale called Maxwell Wines. We make wines here from grapes, but we also make wine from honey. Now, this is a very, very old drink, lots of history. It goes back to when the Chinese were making honey wine 7,000 years ago, and then it sort of went off the radar. It sort of stopped being made until we've now been bringing it back for the world. How you make this drink is you get the honey, which we're lucky enough to have some of the purest honey in the world. Australian honey is considered to be one of the great honeys from anywhere because of its lack of pollution, its cleanness, its freshness, and a lot of people consider it to have a lot of health-giving properties. So we take this honey and we ferment it with yeast like you would do a wine and end up making a range of different types of mead. In more recent times, in Europe, the Vikings discovered how to make mead, and they found that in their warring and pillaging and their cruising around that they enjoyed drinking mead. It also became a part of their culture that when a Viking bridegroom got married, he would drink mead for 1 month after his ceremony so that he would be closer to his family, and that became known as the honey month, and that's where the word honeymoon comes from. It now evolved in today where we've got 4 types of mead that we make, and we send them all over the world, so we hope you get to see them soon. The sparkling mead is one of our newer products. It's honey fermented with fresh ginger, and this makes a very, very fresh, beautiful summer drink, which is only 5% alcohol, which means that it's easy to drink and very enjoyable. The honey mead is a more traditional style of mead. This would be most probably very similar to what the Vikings or Robin Hood would have drunk in the times of history. The honey mead is not as sweet as you'd expect, being made purely from honey, but it is slightly sweet with a slight nutty, apricotty character and a rich palate. It makes a very, very delicious drink, especially if you serve it slightly chilled. By contrast, here we have the spiced mead. Now this is a mead made from honey, but we have infused spices into the drink, which is cloves, cinnamon and nutmeg. And the benefit of this is that we recommend that people take this and drink it warmed up. Not too hot, but just warm, and that brings out the flavour of the spices and allows you to have a very warming drink on a cold night. Lastly, the Liqueur mead is again quite unique in the world. We don't know of anyone else who makes this. So this is where we've taken the honey mead and we've put some secret herbs and spices into it to help its flavour, then added brandy to bring it up to 20% alcohol, and then we put it into oak barrels. So when we bring this out and bottle it, it is really quite special. So that's the story of mead, remembering that mead has no grapes, it's just entirely fermented honey. Next time you see a bottle, please take it and enjoy it.